Hi everyone! Tonight we're going to learn about some coins. Now in first grade, we only talk about pennies and dimes because they relate to tens and ones, and that's something that we talk a lot about in math. So tonight we're going to talk about what a penny looks like, what a dime looks like, and what they're worth, and then we're going to play a little game at the end, and then I have an assignment for you to do at home. Does that sound good to you? Okay, I'm excited. By the way, I don't know if you noticed, but we're not in my classroom, are we? This is actually Sadie's bedroom, and Sadie's room has a cool chalkboard, so I'm going to use that a little bit while we're teaching. So the first coin I want to talk about today is the penny. Do you see this penny? Here it comes. Shiny. The penny is really easy to recognize. Do you want to know why? Well, of course you do. A penny is copper colored, okay? And it's the only one that is. So whenever you see a copper colored coin, you can say right off the bat, that's a penny. I know it because it's copper colored. And a penny is only worth one. Say it with me. A penny is only worth one. Say it again. A penny is only worth one. 1 cent. It's like when we play with our tens and ones, he's just a one. Something cool about a penny, Abe Lincoln is on there, and he's one of my favorite presidents. Another cool thing about all coins, and something I used to do when I was a little girl, is I would look at the side with Abe Lincoln on it, or the face on any coin, and there's a year on each coin. This one says 2019, so this is a pretty new penny. It was made last year. But some pennies and some coins might be from 1930 or 1912, some really long ago year. And it's kind of cool to think all the people that might have touched that penny. Isn't that a cool thought? All right, so I'm going to write on the board that a penny is worth one. What's a penny worth? One. You got it. Ooh, I think I'm going to use this like coppery color to do it. So penny, 1 cent. Do you see that little symbol there? Let me bring my camera up closer. That's a cent sign. If you were working with a dollar, you would use a dollar sign, which looks like this. Okay? Cent, dollar. Since we're only talking about cents and a penny is worth one, we're going to use the cent sign. So goodbye, dollar sign. Okay. So, pop quiz. If a penny is worth one, which we've talked about, right? Then how much would this be? I have these in my hand. Let's see if you can tell me. How much do I have here? Do you have your answer? Did you shout it out? Okay, let's see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 5 pennies. If each penny is worth one, let's work it out together. So I have 5 pennies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And each is worth one, right? Let's get closer. Each is worth one. So I would go 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. 1, 2, 3, 4 plus 1. Well, I just need to add up the ones, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 5 cents. 5 cents. Easy peasy. You guys, you're way too smart for this. Let's bring in the dime. He's a little bit tougher. I'm looking for a dime. And I found one. Okay, so remember how we talked about how the penny is really easy to recognize because of its copper color? Well, the dime is really easy to recognize too. I always remember it's a dime because a dime is silver, but it's also the smallest coin. So if you're trying to figure out, well, I don't know which one this is because a nickel is silver, a quarter is silver, and a dime is silver. What do I do? I can tell you right now. The dime is the smallest. So we know that this one has to be the dime. Look at it compared to a quarter. Much smaller, right? And even compared to a nickel. Still smaller. Look at them in comparison. Can you tell which one is the dime? Of course you can. It's the smallest one. The little one right at the bottom. See? He's the smallest. Now we're not going to talk about quarters and nickels today, but I did want to show them to you so you can see that if you had all of them together, you'd definitely be able to tell which one is the dime because it's the smallest. Okay, so I told you when you think of a penny, think of our ones. So when you think of a dime, think of our tens. Let's erase. So a dime is worth 10. Say it with me. A dime is worth 10. Say it again. A dime is worth 10. Okay, so I'm going to write on here. Dime. And I'm going to write 10. And here's that cent sign again. 10 cents. And look at the word dime. Dime is actually a magic E word. E is telling I to say its name. Dime. Just a little literacy in there, some phonics for you so you don't forget. So I have one dime here. That's worth 10. What if I had 2? Do you know the answer? If I have 2, that would be 20. Count by tens with me. 10, 20. Easy, right? What if I have... I'm going to make it a little harder. Are you ready for this? I'm going to show you in my hand, and you have to tell me what I have. And then we'll count by tens to figure it out. Okay. What do I have? Ooh, did you yell out your guess? I hope you did. Let's count by tens to figure this out. We have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. I love it. 70 cents. That's almost $1. You can almost buy an ice cream at school with that. Okay, so for our last little challenge, we are going to make a tens in one box. Now, you should remember this from class, and if you don't, I'm going to refresh your memory right now. A penny is worth how much? 1. That's right. And a dime is worth what? 10. You got it. So a tens and ones looks like this. Tens, ones, and it just is like a little box. And parents, you can make this at home too and take out some coins and figure it out together, okay? So, first of all, now if any of you know me, you're going to know what I have in my hand if I tell you this. It's my favorite number. Okay, let's see if you can figure it out now. Okay, so let's look at what I have in my hand. Okay. Okay. So, and if you have to rewind the video, you can. How many dimes did you see? 1. That's right. You saw 1 dime. So do you think dimes would go in the tens or the ones place? That's right, the tens. So I'm going to put 1 here because I had 1 10 in my hand. Now, for the pennies, did you remember how many I had? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So where am I going to write that 7? That's right, the ones, because pennies are worth 1. So you probably already knew it because you know my favorite number. But 1 10 and 7 ones is 17. So a 10 and 7 ones make 17. Now, something that can always help you with teen numbers is our 10 counting video. So definitely take a look at that if you're not sure. It helps build foundational skills for tens and ones parents. So you can head over to that video before you check out more of this video if you need to. Okay, let's do a couple more. Are you ready for this? Okay. I have so many coins in here. I feel like a millionaire coin star. Okay, so I have a bunch of 10s. I'm going to have you look at them first, okay? Here we go. How many do we have? Okay, well, I bet you got it right already, but let's count it together. We have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and 70. So, I'm not going to write 70 in the 10s. So what am I going to write there? That's right. I'm going to write a 7 because there's 7 10s. Very good. Okay. Now I have my 1s. How many 1s do you see? You see 3. So then I'm going to put my 3 in the 1 spot. Cool beans. So what I want you to do for me tonight is I want you to go find some pennies and some dimes. And I want you to put them in two different piles. Penny pile and a dime pile, okay? And I want to see you make a 10s and 1 chart. Send it to Mrs. Darois, a picture through Dojo, or your parents can send me or tag me in Facebook. And I want to see your 10s and 1s, okay? All right, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you had fun talking and learning with me. And I will see you again soon. I love you. Mwah!